Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing great. Good to have you back in school. Today is Tuesday and we have math. Today in math, we'll be discussing a new topic, which is measuring with non-standard units. What do we mean by non-standard units? Of course, we already know that when we talk about measurements, we think of a measuring tape or maybe a scale with detailed information where you have the numbers and the centimeters and all that. But when we talk about non-standard units, it just means just getting objects around us and use them in measurements. Okay, it could just be about anything we could lay our hands on. It could be maybe a rope, it could be maybe a toothpick, it could be maybe your arm. Okay, you can just use your arm for measurement. It could be using your two fingers wide apart like this. It could just be about maybe a stick, just something that doesn't have detailed information on it. Okay, but you can use it to kind of figure out or compare a size of an object. All right. So for us to get more insight on this, I would like you to refer to your workbook on page 58. Excuse me. Go to your workbook on page 58 and we write today's date. Today is Tuesday, January 12, 2020. When you're done with that, we quickly read the notes there before we start working on the exercises. It says measuring with non-standard units. The first point there is for you to measure and describe length, height, and area using non-standard units. So we're going to be doing some exercises in the book where we'll be measuring and describing the length, height, and area using non-standard units. And secondly, we're going to be comparing and ordering objects based on the measurements in non-standard units. So we have to also compare and put objects in order based on our measurements using non-standard units. All right, so we go to the exercise. It says, how many pencils or nails long is each item? Count and write numbers to complete the sentence. Okay, so the first thing we have to be doing there is to find out how many pencils or nails. Remember, I told you when we're talking about non-standard units, it could just be about using any object in measurement, not a tape or not a detailed instrument. So here you can see that we're using pencils and nails for measurements. Okay, so we're going to be comparing and ordering using the pencils and the nails in the book. Now, first of all, you have the pencils, and I would like you to count out the pencils. Let's count the pencils together. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 pencils, okay? And after the pencils, you have the nails under the pencils. And let's count the nails. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 nails. And when you count the 6 nails, you will see that the 6 nails is equal to about 2 pencils, because the 6 nails ended where at the end of 2 pencils. Okay, and after the pencil we have a ribbon. Let's see how long the ribbon is. So the ribbon, you start from the beginning of the pencil to the 5th pencil. So the ribbon is about the same measurement as 5 pencils. You can equally draw a line upward to help you know the measurements compared to the pencils. Okay, and next you have a stick. So from the beginning of the pencil to the end is about 6 pencils. So the stick is about 6 pencils long. All right, and next you have a sword. So from the beginning of the pencil to the end of the sword is about 3 pencils long. Remember, we're comparing those objects with the pencils and the nails. So our main focus should be the pencil and the nails. All right, and the last one we have a toothbrush, and the toothbrush is about 1 pencil. So I think this will help us to answer the question below. You have 6 pencils, and under the 6 pencils you have 6 nails, which is about 2 pencils long. And under the nails you have a ribbon, which is about 5 pencils long. And after the ribbon, you have a stick, which is about 6 pencils long. And after the stick, you have a sword, which is about 3 pencils long. We are comparing all those objects to the pencils. And after that, we have a toothbrush, which is about 1 pencil long. Now let's see answer the question that follows. I'm going to do number 1 for you, and then you're going to do number 2 to number 5 using the explanation I just gave to you about the pencils. All right. So number 1 says the ribbon is about dash pencils or dash nails. Okay, the ribbon is about dash pencils or dash nails. And remember, I told you here, when you draw the ribbon is about how many pencils? It equals to 5 pencils. So the ribbon is about 5 pencils. Now we are also going to compare the ribbons to the nails. So I would like you first of all to draw a line from the ribbon to the end of 5 pencils. Like draw a ribbon from down there to the end of 5 pencils. And remember that each pencil has 3 nails in it. Each pencil has 3 nails. So when we go to the 5 pencil, complete the nails. So under each pencil, you draw 3 nails, 3 nails, and 3 nails, and then you count all of them together, all the nails. Look at what you have to do, okay? On each pencil, under each pencil, you have 3 nails. Under the next pencil, draw another 3 nails. The next pencil, draw another 3 nails. Don't draw more than 3 nails under each pencil. So 1 pencil equal to 3 nails under it. So when you draw the 3 nails each up to the 5th pencil, you now count all the nails together. When you count all the nails, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the ribbon is about 5 pencils or 15 nails long. I don't know if you understood that. 1 pencil gives you 3 nails. Another pencil, you have 3 nails. So complete the nails under each pencil to the last pencil. So you can equally use a line to separate each one, okay? 1 pencil, you draw a line down to the nail where you have 3 nails. Another pencil, draw a line to down where you have 3 nails. Another pencil down to where you have 3 nails till you get to the last pencil. And then when you're done drawing the 3 nails, you now start comparing the objects with the nails and the pencils. Is that understood? If you have any question, if you don't understand, well, just let me know and I will explain better to you. So with the way I did mine, continue with number 2 to number 5. And when you're done, you move to page 59. That is the next page. We're still continuing with ordering and comparing objects using non-standard units. Okay, so there you have draw a picture, and it says draw pictures to match the description. It says draw pictures to match the description. Number 5 says draw a fish that is about 3 pencils long and a rope that is a bit longer than 4 pencils. So the first thing you have to do there is to draw a fish that is 3 pencils long. Beneath there you will see a drawing of 5 pencils. 5 pencils. Now count 3. After 3 pencils, I would like you to draw a straight line down. So let's go 1, 2, 3. You draw a straight line down, and that is the space from the beginning to where you drew your line. That is the space where you draw your fish. Draw a fish that is 3 pencils long. So from the beginning of the pencil to the end of 3 pencils, you draw a fish in between that space. It shouldn't be longer than 3 pencils. Okay, that is the first thing you have to do. And the second one says, draw a rope that is a bit longer than 4 pencils. So after the 3 pencils, go to the 4th pencil again, draw down a line. And then you draw a rope from the beginning of the pencils to a bit longer than 4. So you have to pass the 4th pencils. Your pencil, the rope shouldn't go all the way to the 5th pencil. Your rope should be in between the 4th pencil and the 5th pencil, because the instruction says draw a rope that is a bit longer than 4 pencils. So your rope should be in between the 4th pencil and the 5th pencil. I know this is quite a bit tricky, but if you follow my instructions properly, you'll be able to get everything correctly. So that's it for number 5. and you continue with the rest of the numbers. And when you're done, take a picture of your work and send it to me. Don't forget, if you still don't understand, just send me a private note and I will explain better to you. All right, guys, that's it for today, and have a wonderful day. Bye.